The topic for today is solving quadratic equations using factorization method. Quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c. In this equation, when we make the factors, we have to work on these two signs. If this sign is positive, it means that you are going to have the same factors, the same sign factors in here when we make the midterm breaking. Either both should be positive or both should be negative. And if this sign is negative, it means that our factors are having opposite signs. One is positive and the other is negative. Now we come to the sign of B. If this is positive, means our bigger factor is positive, and if this sign is negative, our bigger factor is negative. So basically the important sign is the sign of C, the sign of the constant term. If the constant term is positive, means you have to add both the factors, either with the both positive signs or negative signs. And if this sign is negative, it means that you are going to subtract the factors. This sign, the sign of B, the sign of middle term, just tells us that the bigger number, the bigger factor should have the given sign. The first example I have is 7a plus a square minus 18 equal to 0. You have to factorize and you have to solve this quadratic equation. Notice your square term should be first. So you have to arrange it as 7 has no sign, so it's positive. Now this sign is negative. It means that your factors are going to be subtracted, means they have opposite sign. And this plus sign is telling you that the bigger factor is positive. So when we will make the factors of 18, we have 1 and 18, 2 and 9. We have only 3 options. When we subtract these two, we don't get 7. Similarly, when we subtract these two, we don't get 7. So this is the only option, 9 and 2, because this sign told us that our factors will be with opposite sign, that we have to subtract them. Definitely bigger number has taken positive, so the smaller number will be negative. And now when we shall make the factors, we shall make pairs of them. The first pair will give us a common, a plus 9, and the second pair will give us 2 common along with this negative sign. We shall take negative sign outside because we need the positive sign inside. If we don't have the bracket same, our factorization is not correct. So now we can easily have one answer of a minus 9 and the other answer is positive 2. As it was inside negative and it will go to the other side of the equality sign, it will be positive 2. Second question, 4 minus 3b minus b square equal to 0. Again we have to arrange according to the degree of the variable. 4 is positive now. Here I shall recommend you to make this b positive, as when you shall make the factors of minus 4, it will disturb you. So I take negative sign outside the bracket and change all inner signs. Now b is positive, 3b is positive, but that 4 is now negative. We shall ignore this negative sign, or in other words, we shall take it to the other side of the equality, it will become positive. We shall open the bracket, make the factors of 4. We have only 2 options. This minus sign is telling us that we have to subtract, as it is minus, so we have to subtract. When this is plus, we have to add. So when we shall subtract, the bigger number will have positive sign, as 3b was positive and 1b or b was negative. Now we can see that 4b minus b is plus 3b, and when we shall multiply, it will be negative 4b square. Making the pairs, taking b common from here and taking minus 1 common from here, we have the 2 roots or 2 solutions of this equation, quadratic equation, or the 2 values of b. One is positive 4 will give us negative 4 and negative 1 will give us positive 1. If you want to check your answers, you can put your values of b in the original equation and you can see that the both sides of the equation will become 0. Like if I put here minus 4, 4 minus 3 into minus 4 minus minus 4 square. You can see 4 plus 3 4s are 12 minus 16. This negative sign will be positive when you shall open the square. 12 plus 4 16 minus 16 will give you 0. Similarly, you can check plus 1 by putting here plus 1. You can see that 4 minus 3 minus 1, 4 minus 3 minus 1, 4 minus 4 will give you 0. So we can check our answers by putting the values or the solutions in the original equation. The next question, again we are going to arrange it. First the square term, then the linear term, and then the constant. Now we shall make it the square term positive and change the sign of the rest of 2, making the factors of 16. We have 1 into 16, 2 into 8, 4 into 4. This plus sign is telling me I have to add the factors. Only in this case I can add the factors, neither in this case nor in this case. And this sign is telling me that both the factors will be negative. As there are two negative 4s, they will give me negative 8. Making the pairs, first pair will give me p common, p minus 4. Second pair will give me minus 4, p. Now as I have taken negative sign outside, 16 will give me 4 times 16, negative 4. The number inside the bracket should be the same. And here you can see that the both pairs are same. The reason is because it's a perfect square, and perfect squares gives us repeated roots. And how we can check that it is a perfect square? Take the square root of 16, it's the square root of 4. This sign should be positive when we take the perfect squares. Our third and first signs are always positive. The sign of quadratic term and the sign of constant term should be positive. And the middle sign may be negative, middle sign may be positive. If it is negative, then we shall have repeated roots negative 4, and when it will be positive, we can have the roots as plus 4. Another method to check that it's a perfect square, I shall take this 16 as 4 square. I shall put the 2 of my own, take this p and this 4, and I shall observe either the product of these 3 is equal to this. Yes. Similarly, if here it is negative 8, then I shall put here negative 2, and my procedure will be same. This sign should be positive, the quadratic term should be positive. Then I shall take 2 of my own with these 2, the product of these 2 terms without square along with 2. If this gives me the middle term, then that is a perfect square. Next target is 2x square equals to 7x. We have to solve it. We shall bring this 7x to this side. It's equal to 0 now. 7x will become negative. There is no constant term here, so we cannot make the factors. We can take this x common from both. We have 2x minus 7. As it's a quadratic equation, it will still have 2 roots. When we shall take x common, it is 2x and 7 left. One root is 0 and the other root is 7 over 2, or you can say that it is 3 whole 1 by 2. So here we learned that when the constant term is 0, one of the roots will be 0. The next example is 3x square minus 5x minus 8. Here we have the value of a other than 1. We shall multiply 8 with 3. We have 24. The factors will be of 24. We shall have these factors. This sign is negative. It means we have to subtract the factors and we need 5. I think this is the only option where we can have 5. We always have only one option. This minus sign is telling us that the bigger factor is negative, smaller is positive. When we shall subtract, we shall have minus 5. We can also write this like this, so we can have pairing easily. After making the pairs, we can have, sorry, this is 3x. After making the pairs, we can have 3x outside here, x plus 1. minus 8 outside here, x plus 1. One of the answers is, one of the bracket or one of the factors is minus 1, and the other factor will be 8 over 3, or you can take it as 2 whole 2 by 3. 3 2 times 6 and 2 8. So the two roots of this equation are minus 1 and 2 whole 2 by 3. Another way to give the question, there are two brackets, 2x minus 1 and x minus 2 equals to 5. Notice the product of two brackets equals to 5. It doesn't mean that we separately put one bracket equal to 5 or the other bracket equal to 5. Like if we have 2x minus 1 and x minus 2 equal to 0, it means that the product of two brackets equal to 0 means either the first number is 0 or the second number is 0. From here we can have x half and x 2. But here the product of two numbers or two brackets equals to 5 other than 0. So we cannot put the separate brackets equal to 5. Here we have to open it, and here we have to make it a quadratic equation first. Like this, I shall write 2x, x minus 2 minus 1, x minus 2 equal to 5. I shall expand it, 2x square minus 4x minus x plus 2. I shall take this minus 5 to this side. I have 2x square minus 5x minus 3 equal to 0. I shall make the factors of I shall make the factors of 6. 3 2 times 6. I have these two options. This negative sign is telling me that my factors will be subtracted, and this sign is telling me that my bigger factor will be negative. Now I can have minus 5x, and when I shall multiply these two, I shall have negative 6x square. When I shall make the pairs, 2x and minus 6x will give me 2x outside, x minus 3. It will give me only 1 outside, as there is nothing common in x and 3. And I need the negative sign inside, so I shall take plus sign outside. My one of the factors is 3. And the other factor is negative 1 over 2. Plus 1 will go to the other side, and it will be negative 1, and then I shall have negative 1 over 2. Similarly here I shall have x equals to 3. When the product of two brackets will be 0, then we can put it either 1 equal to 0 or the other is 0. But when the product is other than 1, that is a non-zero number, then we cannot do this practice. The last question, find the quadratic equation. Here we have to form an quadratic equation in x. Roots or the solutions are given 2 and minus 3 by 4. So I shall, as I have to conduct the equation in x, so first I shall write x equals to 2 or x equals to minus 3 by 4. This is the reverse procedure of whatever we have done before in this video. I shall take this 2 to the other side, it will be negative, and I shall take this 3 by 4 to this side, it will be positive. I have to make it a whole number, so before doing this step I can also do this. Like I can write it as 4x equals to minus 3. I have taken this 4 to the other side. Now it is 4x equals to minus 3, and in the next step it is 4x plus 3 equal to 0. These are the two factors or two solutions. Now I can write the product of these two equal to 0. I am on the reverse steps of the solution of quadratic equation using factorization. Now I am using these factors or roots, and I am making the quadratic equation. I have to multiply x with 4x plus 3 and minus 2 with 4x plus 3. Opening the brackets, 4x square. You can see that I have minus 5x plus 3x minus 8x minus 5x minus 6 equal to 0, the answer. This is the quadratic equation which I found from the given roots. One more example of the same type. First I shall put x equals to minus 2 whole 1 by 2 or x equals to minus 1 whole 3 by 4. Convert these mixed numbers into improper fractions. Minus 4 1 times 4 and 3 minus 7 over 4. I shall take the denominator 2x or I shall cross multiply. I shall take the constant term to the other side with the opposite sign. Now I shall write the product equal to 0 as they are separately equal to 0. So either the first one is equal to 0 or the second one is equal to 0. Now I shall expand, open the brackets. 4 2 times 8x square, 2 7 times 14x, 5 4 times 20x and 7 5 times 35. I shall add the middle terms, 8x square plus 34x plus 35 equal to 0. And if you make the factors of this equation and solve it, you will come to the reverse steps. You will have factors like this and you will have the final roots minus 2 whole 1 by 2 and minus 1 whole 3 by 4. Thank you.